fruit salad.
That does not say I have fruit salad. Try again.
I have one fruit salad. See?
Nope. I have one.
Do you know my mom?
No, I don't know your mom. Okay, here we go. I
Have
one.
fruit.
For all of you that want to know what happens after teachers get off of work, I'm going to share some secrets with you that happened yesterday. I put my mask on, I grabbed my board, and I headed out my classroom to see what kind of trouble I could get into. I got to the staircase and obviously climbed up the stairs in the most efficient way possible. Here I go, still going up, but saving so much energy by shuffling up the stairs. I get up to the top, and then this thought occurs to me. I want Korean barbecue right now. I strike a pose, and I find Jazz working on her fitness and getting swole-tastic. That's when I said, come get in trouble with me. She reluctantly said, fine. So we did a wheelie chair race, and I won, but then my principal jumped out and threatened to fire us. Follow to see what happens next.
Teacher hack of the day is duct taping your markers. Kids are constantly losing colors and lids, so if you duct tape your markers together, that is going to prevent this. They can easily pull out whatever color they need, put it right back, and nothing gets lost.
Ooh. Ooh. What? Oh yeah.
Them hits don't make no sense. No, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy get no love from me. Hanging on the pesticides, best friends right. Try to holler at me. No.
Hello, how are you? Great, it's so nice to see you. Hi, I'm your new teacher. What if I told you that your teacher is TikTok famous? What? What?
Dear teachers, please be prepared to teach online, or in person, or both simultaneously, while on a moving train, juggling, in a burning building under the sea, during a wrestling match with a T-Rex while riding a unicorn. Also, we value you, and be safe.
I was wondering why his office looked boring, then I saw he was a PE teacher. I mean, I like my office, it's pretty chill.
Hey guys, I just wanted to share this fun activity that I used during my first week of in-person teaching. I looked up a couple of masks till I found one I liked, copied and pasted into a Word document, printed out several copies, and just let my students get creative. Here are some of their designs. Beginning of the year teacher tip. Hey guys, I just wanted to show what I do at the end of each day to get myself mentally prepared for the next. So if your school requires you to put up your lesson plan framework like mine, then you're going to want to write this before you leave. Even if they don't, this is a good habit to get into to just keep yourself prepared, organized, and everything ready for you when you come in the next day.
I think I'm losing my mind, trying to stay inside the lines. It's like you're running in place, yeah. How you keep staying the same.
You don't have to love me. You don't even have to like me. But you will respect me. You know why? Cause I'm a boss.
Behind the scene! I put my students' crayons into plastic containers to help keep them organized. Used my fancy paper cutter to cut out my new socially distanced greetings. Put down sit spots to hopefully keep the desks where they should be. A frozen burger for lunch because I forgot to bring something else. I somehow managed to jam the copier and didn't want to leave that problem for somebody else, so I fixed it. I had to take my beanbags up to the attic since we're not allowed to have them in our classroom anymore. Sad. Here's the attic. I'll show what it looks like tomorrow in my video. I practiced putting on hand sanitizer every 5 seconds. I got all my copies ready for the first day of school, and then I realized there's only 4 days left until I get to meet my brand new class. I'm so excited.
Let's get ready for open house. You might also know it as Meet the Teacher Night. I made a to-do list, got rid of the yellow wall, and that one.
I printed these for the parents to fill out.
We're going to the teacher's lounge. This is what we're making.
I'm not your problem anymore. So who am I offending now? You are my crown.
Nah.
When I popped off, then you go gave me just a little bit of lockjaw. So
Danny, how you feel?
I feel great.
If you're a teacher and you use these in your classroom, I picked these up at Target in the $1 section, and I'm going to show you the quality. You might have purchased some in the past that don't really stick to the ground too well, so let me show you what these $1 markers can do. So obviously I'm pushing it down pretty good, because if you don't, they're not going to stick to the ground, and then you can step on it as well. Okay, let me show you how good of quality this is. Okay, so not too bad, if you know what I mean.
how I use my iPad as a document camera. So I already started a meeting here with Zoom. I've joined the meeting and I'm going to drag it over. From my iPad, I go to share content and I go to screen and I press to start broadcast. Now everything that is on my iPad will show up on the screen over there. I go to this app right here, Explain EDU, and this right here is my endless whiteboard. Now, since this is an endless whiteboard, you can use this for that, or I use it also as my document camera. Here's what I do. I go to add video, and right there.
Teacher Hack Corona Edition. You can get a 3-pack of these from the Dollar Tree. They come in white or black. They're in the automotive/tools sort of section. And then the zip ties I got from Amazon. It's a 100-pack and they were like $4. Then you just loop it through your bucket. You want to pull it super tight and make sure that you do it above any notch or bump so that if it does get pulled down at all, it'll stop there. And then the kids can put their personal items like water bottles, their masks, a mini hand sanitizer, or anything else they need for their day. Teacher Hack Corona Edition. You can get a 3-pack of these from the Dollar Tree. They come in white or black. They're in the automotive/tools sort of section. And then the zip ties I got from Amazon. It's a 100-pack and they were like $4. Then you just loop it through your bucket. You want to pull it super tight and make sure that you do it above any notch or bump so that if it does get pulled down at all, it'll stop there. And then the kids can put their personal items like water bottles, their masks, a mini hand sanitizer, or anything else they need for their day.
Questions I have for teachers now that I've graduated high school.
Sweet.
Do you guys really not have favorites?
Yeah, we do.
Do teachers know as much of the student drama as they claim to know?
Sometimes, yeah.
How do teachers really feel about standardized tests?
They're not an accurate measurement.
When you tell your students we're sad to see you go after they graduate, are you being honest?
Yeah.
Do the students you have really become like your own kids, or do you just say that?
Some of them are just like...
What's a big pet peeve you have that your students constantly do?
Interrupt me.
Isn't it kind of weird if your students follow you on social media?
No, I'm really cool.
Are there like teacher cliques and groups?
Yes, and it drives me absolutely bonkers.
Did you always think you were going to be a teacher?
No, I was a marketing major in college.
If you're a teacher, duet this. I need to know these answers.
I did it.
Hey guys, so this is just a cute website, bouncyballs.org. You can change what's on there, the sensitivity and everything, but it's basically something you can throw up on your smartboard while students are working to gauge their noise level. So if you get too loud, it tells them they're too noisy.
It's day 5 of online teaching. Whoa. It's day 5 of online teaching. I'm taking a break from reading this book to tell you guys what I did this morning at 7:30 in the morning. I went to go get a wellness... Don't tell anybody I just coughed. I went to go get a wellness check, and the nurse said, "What's your name?" And I said, Sydney Lamb. I had to look at my badge to remember my name. You're telling me people are letting me teach their kids. Ooh, I'm sure she maybe thought that, like, my brain just stopped working for a second, but then when she asked me how to spell it, oh, I know she knows that there are just crickets. Nothing but Shrek references up in this brain of mine. Anyways, one of the kiddos that I haven't been able to get a hold of just got on Canvas. I messaged him and I said, whoop, whoop, so happy you're on. And he said THX because we're matching my energy this semester. Fun.
Random really cool things at my school. Here we go. The first is this stadium seating, auditorium type thing. Every grade has one in their hallway. It also doubles as a jungle gym. The next are these booths. We call them the McDonald's booths. They're super comfy. The next are these spinning stools that also go down like that. Super cool. Lastly is this desk that doubles as a stand-up desk or sit-down desk. Very cool.
Ranking things my kindergarten students have done instead of napping. The top comment when I post things like this is always like, oh, you get nap time? Yes, our school day is 9 hours long, so they get nap time. Let's go. undoing a girl's pigtails, which had a cute little braid in them while she was asleep. Okay, so it was dark. I'm circulating. And apparently when I was walking to the other side of the room, every time this little girl would start fussing with the other little girl's hair. So that's a hard pass out of 10 for me, no thanks. How about exercising? Like, let me show you. So he's laying like that, and his little legs are like, and I'm like, what are you doing? Exercising? 20 out of 10, because that was really funny. Fake snoring. I really don't like fake snoring. They think it's hilarious, but I don't. But it's pretty harmless, so 4 out of 10, fine. Move it real slow, because they think I can't see them if they move real slow. Hilarious.
Reasons I will never teach in middle school ever again, part 2. Disclaimer, I know that there are middle school teachers out there who love their job. It's just not for me. Matter of opinion. The very first fight I ever broke up was middle school girls. It was the last class period of the day, and I had different groups set up in my classroom. On each group was a little cup with flower pencils in it, so I wouldn't have to deal with kids asking me for pencils all the time. Side note, sounded like a cute idea, but totally failed. I had heard some whispering about a fight brewing, but I didn't realize that it was going to be a girl fight. So when girls were getting attitudes with each other in 7th period, I didn't even think anything of it. I was taking attendance on my computer, and I, out of my peripheral, saw a cup being thrown across the table. Pencils flying, plastic shattering. There might be a part 2 to this. So I see one of my really quiet, nice girls get up from the other side of the table and just wail.
What happened when the teachers left the classroom, part 2. We all jumped out the window and went to Starbucks. Wait a minute, so y'all went to Starbucks and didn't get me a caramel macchiato? What is wrong with you? The classroom flooded with all of my tears because Mrs. William Fifth never uses my answers. I ran through a wall to get to Hogwarts. Only it didn't work. It was so great. We changed all the time on the clocks and got sent home early. What type of school are you going to that your teachers and principals let you get away with changing the times on the clocks and then fell for it and sent you home early? I want to know who these people are. It was the craziest thing. A dinosaur came in and stole all of my homework. She missed the private JoJo Siwa concert. Poor Mrs. Woolley. You didn't hear this from me, but I heard that the rat in the corner stole all the pencils.
Questions I have for teachers now that I've graduated high school.
Sweet.
Do you guys really not have favorites?
Yeah, we do.
Do teachers know as much of the student drama as they claim to know?
Sometimes, yeah.
How do teachers really feel about standardized tests?
They're not an accurate measurement.
When you tell your students we're sad to see you go after they graduate, are you being honest?
Yeah.
Do the students you have really become like your own kids, or do you just say that?
Some of them are just like...
What's a big pet peeve you have that your students constantly do?
Interrupt me.
Isn't it kind of weird if your students follow you on social media?
No, I'm really cool.
Are there like teacher cliques and groups?
Yes, and it drives me absolutely bonkers.
Did you always think you were going to be a teacher?
No, I was a marketing major in college.
If you're a teacher, duet this. I need to know these answers.
I did it.
Random things in my classroom that just make sense. I have a variety of alternative seating for my kids. Even the normal chairs are special. The cutouts make it comfortable for your legs to sit backwards, forwards, or even sideways. Every chair also has kick bands on the bottom. My collaboration station has a comfy couch and 2 wobble stools. My kids prefer these wobble stools, so that's the majority of seating that I have in my room. Every student also has the option of adding one of these sensory cushions, which help relieve pressure from the tailbone. I have 2 standing desks because a lot of students don't like sitting all day. They have adjustable heights, wheels, and a little hook for their backpack. This is what they look like when they're being used. The reflection area has 2 comfy couches and these bungee chairs. I have bungee chairs spread all throughout the room. I also have these black computer chairs that are adjustable in height and have wheels.
Okay, my first round of questions for teachers went over super well. So I'm
Yeah,
doing a
it did.
second round of questions, but this time they're going to be a little bit tougher. So teachers, buckle up your seatbelts and duet me because a girl needs to
I'm
know
scared.
first. Question 1. A lot of you guys said that there are teacher cliques at school.
Yeah.
Do teachers gossip about other teachers?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Question 2. A lot of you guys said you have favorites. Do you have least favorites?
I don't like the kids that junk up my classroom.
Question 3. Have you ever assumed something about a kid and then realized you were completely wrong?
All the time. It's my favorite thing ever, though.
Question 4. What do you guys think about dress codes?
I think they're stupid as long as I don't see butt.
Question 5. How much of what you teach us are we actually going to use in the real world?
A lot. I think in
Okay,
English,
last
yeah.
but not least, but arguably the most important question out of all of these. Has a student actually ever brought you, like, an apple as a gift? 'Cause
It was a
I've never
joke,
seen
though. It was
someone do
awesome.
Okay, clearly we need to set some rules. Rule number 1. You will not touch anything.
What about the floor?
Yes, you may touch the floor.
What about the air?
Yes, you may touch the air.
What about this?
Rating things in my classroom, year 2, part 1. This is the perfect example of why I should not buy things just because they are on clearance. I bought this light up no sign for Michael's, and the idea was if the light is on, you can't go to the bathroom. I would always forget to turn the light on, and then kids would go, and I'd be like, the light's not on. This was the stupidest idea I ever had. This gets a 0 out of 10. As you can see, for year 2, pencils with flags made a reappearance, and they were bigger and even more obnoxious. I hate this idea so much, but I liked the idea of having 2 separate buckets. I had buckets for sharpened pencils and then buckets for if they were broken or dull, so it kind of encouraged kids to give the pencils back. This worked about half the time, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Another idea that I took from Pinterest, I still think this is a cool idea. I give it an 8 out of 10. But I give my execution a 0 out of 10 because I used the 3M tape and it took all the paint off of my wall.
Welcome back to school. Now, before we move on to some new material, who can remind me of the domain and range of a quadratic function? Yeah, Miss Phillips, we haven't really been in school since March. I don't really remember what most of those words mean. Let's be real. The only math most of us have done over the last 6 months is figure out how to stay 6 feet away from everyone around us. I'm a high school math teacher, and I'll be posting videos called Algebra Refreshers to help you get ready for math in the fall. Feel free to use the comments to post any questions you have or any suggestions for future videos, and I'll be sure to respond. Stay safe, wear a mask, and let's go do some math.